Joining us from Santa Monica, California, we have Jessica Caldwell, senior analyst at Edmunds.com. Jessica, good to have you back. What happened in the month?
Well, I mean, there's definitely a lot of factors that really affected the month. Obviously, with the Japanese inventory issue, that really has affected the month. But also, gas prices have been really high and making headline news since mid to end of February. So high gas prices have really led to price increase on those fuel-efficient models that people want to buy right now. So I think a lot of people seeing higher prices have backed out of the market. So I think that's why we're seeing really sales down, not just for the Japanese automakers here in the United States, but our domestic ones as well.
Yeah, what happened there? Because with the supply constraints for, I guess, Japanese automakers, even Edmunds.com predicted that the U.S. automakers would step in and see their sales actually bounce because they were filling the gap. But it was Korean names that actually filled the space.
Yeah, I mean, we thought that was definitely an issue. I think with the American domestic automakers, I think what's holding them back there in terms of sales are large trucks. Like I said before, gas prices are high. So when you would do any sort of year-over-year comparison, trucks are the big sellers for companies like Ford and for General Motors and Chevy. And not having those trucks sell really hurts them. But if you look at Hyundai and Kia, they've been really aggressive the past few months. They really see a market opportunity here with with the Japanese inventory situation being tightened. So they're going aggressively after that consumer, and they have the product to do it. Not only do they have the supply, but they also have new, fresh product, which appeals to a lot of people. Anything new, people are curious about.
Okay, Jessica. Now, let me ask you, is Edmunds still predicting 2011 U.S. sales, car sales, to reach about 12.9 million cars? That's still higher than the average that we've seen over the last 3 years, so it's not all doom and gloom.
No, it's not. And if you look at this year, May is the only month besides February in which we had a SAAR of under 13 million units. So we're definitely seeing recovery in the marketplace. There's a lot of pent-up demand out there. And we really see the Japan supply issue as a temporary setback. They should be in full swing come the summertime. So any consumer out there that's holding out on purchasing a vehicle in the month of May, it looks like they can do so, towards the end of the summer when supply is back and prices are not quite as high. So those sales will be realized in 2011. So even though our forecast is at 12.9, I still see that there could be some upside potential to this.
Really? You're still that optimistic, considering I think a lot of these estimates from Edmunds.com is based on, job creation. We just got some really disappointing ADP employment reports. I think job creation is coming in at a quarter of what was predicted by economists. So what about economic growth in the U.S. recovery? Is that's still buoyant in your view?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, if you look at, our forecast 12.9, I mean, that's definitely off the track when you look at the past few months that have been well over 13. So we knew that this whole year wouldn't be just a slow trajectory upwards. We knew that there could be some headwinds later in the year, and we're seeing them now. So even though we are showing growth in auto sales from the past 2 years, I think that's expected. I mean, we have, things like this consumer confidence and sentiment, which seem to be kind of mixed signals right now. But also a report came out that more people are planning to buy cars in the next 6 months than we've seen in a long time. So everything's a bit contradictory, but again, there's time for things to shake out for 2011.
Okay, Jessica, quickly. So Edmunds.com expecting pre-recession levels not to be reached until 2016. That's still 4 years away or so, 5 years?
Yeah, it's still a long ways before we're going to get to those years of pre-recession of 16 million, 17 million cars. I think people are going to hold on to their cars longer. The past 3 years have caused consumers to be a lot more patient than they've ever been in the past. So I think we've learned a lesson here. So again, I don't think we're expecting to see sales reach those fantastic levels we saw before the recession for some time.
All right, Jessica. Thank you for your insight. Jessica Caldwell, Edmunds.com.